One of the biggest occurrences in the crypto space right now is Crypto.com's decision, listen to this, to reissue 70 billion Cronos that they previously permanently burned. Now, what this does, guys, is ruin all trust. It gets rid of all trust for any burns, for that matter. Imagine if they reissued 500 trillion Shiba Inu coin that Vitalik burned back in, when was that, 2021. The entire trust of the industry would be destroyed. And that's what Crypto.com is doing to its holders. It's not just the dilution that they are bringing in. It's not just the additional 70 billion Cronos that can dilute the price of Crypto.com coin. It's the trust and the betrayal that they have towards their holders and their users. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this video because one of the best solutions that you can do is realize cryptocurrency is supposed to be decentralized. It's one way that you can go out and easily connect a bank account and buy on a centralized exchange like Crypto.com. But holding in a place like Best Wallet, your keys, your crypto, your access to the blockchain could literally be the best way moving forward. And I need to highlight that. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, bro. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about Best Wallet in a second here. This is by far one of the best wallets. It is a free download, and if you guys use that link in the description below, it's going to pull up the correct wallet either on the Google Play Store or Apple App Store, depending on what phone you guys have. And this is in direct competition with major names like Trust Wallet. It is safe, it is secure, and it's actually got a lot of features and extremely user-friendly. But most importantly, it's your crypto. When you hold it on Best Wallet here, it's held on the blockchain. But what's going on is that Cronos is betraying the trust of all of its users and its entire community. Now, if you Google Cronos crypto right now, the vast majority of articles are talking about Trump media filing for an ETF. And that is excellent, right? An ETF could bring in new institutional buyers. It could bring in billions of dollars. Awesome. But we got bamboozled by a vote that was 100% centralized. And I want to highlight that for a second because the idea behind it is that Crypto.com needs these tokens to give to the ETFs, to give to the institutions that are forming these ETFs. And that is not how these ETFs work. Guys, if you're going to be forming an ETF, you can go buy that ETF on the stock market, and the issuer then takes the money that you give them, and they go buy the cryptocurrency held in that ETF. It would increase the price. But what they're doing here is diluting the price. And to make it a long story short, right, the community voted no. They did not want to reissue 70 billion burn tokens, but the Crypto.com went out anyway. And because they own the majority, they voted the majority and said yes. Now, it's not that those 70 billion are going to be distributed to people who already own Cronos. No. The 70 billion tokens are going to be held in a strategic reserve escrow wallet that's going to operate under strict control mechanisms determined 100% by Crypto.com. They just printed themselves a $7 billion check at the current prices. A $70 billion check if Crypto.com coin goes back up. But it will not. Why? Because anytime they need money now to further their business purposes, to acquire anything, guys, they're going to use that newly printed money to go further their business and hopefully generate a profit for Crypto.com holders. It's a security. They just created so many issues that they could possibly have with the SEC now, that they're going to use this money to further their business. It is wild, in my opinion. So not only does it unlock a door to legal litigation with the SEC, not only does it unlock these problems, it undermines the trust of everybody who believes in Crypto.com and Cronos coin. Now, I don't know if they're going to go out there and dilute the snot out of Cronos coin overnight or not. But what I do know is they've lost my trust. If a centralized exchange can dictate what you get and what you do with your money, and a centralized exchange can do something this crazy, I cannot trust them to hold my cryptocurrency and be in custody of my crypto. So my decision is to hold it myself on the blockchain, and only I have access to it. And the best way that you can do that is through Best Wallet. This is a free download, and it's the user interface of Best Wallet, yes, very similar to Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and so on. But Best Wallet offers unique features that you're not going to find in those other names. Best Wallet offers a completely user-friendly interface. So whether you're brand new to crypto or you've been here forever, you're going to be very familiar with it. You're going to be accustomed to it, and you're going to like it. On top of that, it's got a lot of features that other wallets don't have, including managing multiple wallets, super fast swaps. You guys have access to upcoming tokens and new ICOs. So what I recommend, right? I can't tell you guys what to do. Download the app. You get that link down in the description below. Figure out for yourself what you trust. Do you trust you to hold in custody your cryptocurrency, or do you trust these exchanges that are obviously out for their own interests? I know who I trust. Let me know who you trust down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.